A session. Here is J Bay. That's where I surfed today. And I surfed from 7 in the morning till 9 in the morning. And I'd say it was super fun, not quite epic, but super fun. Started a little slow, but waves were clean and got better throughout the session. Now let's take a look at the details on why this was a super fun session. We have J Bay, super fun. Here's my surf time, 7 to 9. I can see the wave height and the swell direction here. So I've also got the wind direction and the wind speed, and I can see the tide. So that's probably why the wave started off a little bit slow, but it got better. Maybe the tide was a little bit too high when I first paddled out, but this mid-tide did quite well for me. And I can see the details too if I want to go down to the degrees of the swell direction, the degrees and the speed of the wind, and the exact height of the tide. Now if I want, I can go ahead and edit this. So let's say our high tide of 0.16 meters. Now I have a note in here that at that level of tide and that level of swell, it's going to be a little bit soft. Now let's just take a look at my other sessions here. So now I can go back in time and see how long I surfed, my notes. I can see what the rating was. I can say what were my best sessions. Here's a session at Super Tubes in J Bay where it was firing. Look at that level of swell. It's interesting here that there's a bit higher wind, but we can see that was offshore based on the direction. And look at that, even at a high tide with that level of wind, Super Tubes is still going to fire. So there's just a few of the features here. There's much more. Log a session and see how it works.